Welcome to Millington Central High School. The 2026 commencement ceremony will begin promptly at 7 p.m. Remember, no balloons or noisemakers will be allowed inside the stadium. While recognizing that graduation is truly a celebration for graduates, we ask that everyone hold their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. After the ceremonies are complete, if you wish to meet your graduate on the field, please remember, there will be no heels allowed on the track or the turf field. We appreciate your cooperation and the support you are showing for the Millington Central graduating class of 2026. Welcome to Millington Central High School. The 2026 commencement ceremony will begin promptly at 7 p.m. Remember, no balloons or noisemakers will be allowed inside the stadium. While recognizing that graduation is truly a celebration for graduates, we ask that everyone hold their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. After the ceremonies are complete, if you wish to meet your graduate on the field, please remember, there will be no heels allowed on the track or the turf field. We appreciate your cooperation and the support you are showing for the Millington Central graduating class of 2026. Welcome to Millington Central High School. The 2026 commencement ceremony will begin promptly at 7 p.m. Remember, no balloons or noisemakers will be allowed inside the stadium. While recognizing that graduation is truly a celebration for graduates, we ask that everyone hold their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. After the ceremonies are complete, if you wish to meet your graduate on the field, please remember there will be no heels allowed on the track or the turf field. We appreciate your cooperation and the support you are showing for the Millington Central graduating class of 2026. Welcome to Millington Central High School. The 2026 commencement ceremony will begin promptly at 7 p.m. Remember, no balloons or noisemakers will be allowed inside the stadium. While recognizing that graduation is truly a celebration for graduates, we ask that everyone hold their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. After the ceremonies are complete, if you wish to meet your graduate on the field, please remember there will be no heels allowed on the track or the turf field. We appreciate your cooperation and the support you are showing for the Millington Central graduating class of 2026. Welcome to Millington Central High School. The 2026 commencement ceremony will begin promptly at 7 p.m. Remember, no balloons or noisemakers will be allowed inside the stadium. While recognizing that graduation is truly a celebration for graduates, we ask that everyone hold their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. After the ceremonies are complete, if you wish to meet your graduate on the field, please remember, there will be no heels allowed on the track or the turf field. We appreciate your cooperation and the support you are showing for the Millington Central graduating class of 2026. Welcome to Millington Central High School. The 2026 commencement ceremony will begin promptly at 7 p.m. Remember, no balloons or noisemakers will be allowed inside the stadium. While recognizing that graduation is truly a celebration for graduates, we ask that everyone hold their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. After the ceremonies are complete, if you wish to meet your graduate on the field, please remember, there will be no heels allowed on the track or the turf field. We appreciate your cooperation and the support you are showing for the Millington Central graduating class of 2026. Welcome to Millington Central High School. The 2026 commencement ceremony will begin promptly at 7 p.m. Remember, no balloons or noisemakers will be allowed inside the stadium. While recognizing that graduation is truly a celebration for graduates, we ask that everyone hold their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. After the ceremonies are complete, if you wish to meet your graduate on the field, please remember, there will be no heels allowed on the track or the turf field. We appreciate your cooperation and the support you are showing for the Millington Central graduating class of 2026. Welcome to Millington Central High School. The 2026 commencement ceremony will begin promptly at 7 p.m. Remember, no balloons or noisemakers will be allowed inside the stadium. While recognizing that graduation is truly a celebration for graduates, we ask that everyone hold their applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. After the ceremonies are complete, if you wish to meet your graduate on the field, please remember, there will be no heels allowed on the track or the turf field. We appreciate your cooperation and the support you are showing for the Millington Central graduating class of 2026. Audience, please stand to receive the Millington Central High School class of 2026. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem and the Millington Central alma mater.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? On the state's western border, reared against the sky, proudly stand our alma mater as the years go by. For whatever be our watch and conquer and prevail, hail to thee, our alma mater, Millington, oh hail, oh hail.
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Millington Trojan Band, Choir, and NJROTC. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage our student body president, Marissa Briggs.
Good evening. I am student body president Marissa Briggs. Tonight, I want to talk directly to my fellow peers. Our generation has always been one to stand out. Our class is one to share our opinions, demand change, and earn the respect of those who are deemed unrespectable. We are the class to run the world in ways Beyonce could only dream of singing about. Every person in our age group has their own set of dreams and goals to pursue. While they might not be normalized standards of society, our goals are ones that we hold close. Our goals will be achieved because we are not the class that gives up. We persevere, we pivot, and we will stay strong. Our dedication and loyalty to what we want to do and the changes we want to see are unmatched by anything happening in this world today. As student body president, my biggest mistake was stopping at no. As a leader, let no be your motivation to keep trying and to come back again. Let no be the force that sends you back to the drawing board until everything you are passionate about succeeds. Make no your push until you get your yes. We are change makers. We will prevail. We are the chosen generation called to be greater than our ancestors and loved ones could ever imagine. One of my mentors, you may know, Dr. Melita Jamon, once said, real leadership doesn't chase progress, it chases purpose. Today, I say to you, continue to be a change maker. If a few of us can impact change for an entire school system, what do you think all of us can do for the world? We are going to be given a lot of titles in our lives: Valedictorian, CEO, President, and we will all have a title one day. There will be some titles we are honored by, some we don't answer to, and some that are just titles that don't mean anything. The title you receive doesn't constitute your worth. You can't change other people's opinions about you or what title they give you in their head, but you can change your opinion about yourself. Success, titles, and material things aren't your worth. Your heart, soul, spirit, and character are. As said best and known by most of Memphis, don't lose your head, use your head, man. Don't let your title become your sentence, and don't lose your head in the clouds, but keep it steady. We'll never be done succeeding because we are a class with greatness in our future. Thank you.
Thank you, Marissa, and good evening. What a glorious night. Welcome to the 116th commencement ceremony for Millington Central High School. My name is Michael Perry, and I have the honor and privilege of being the principal here at Millington Central. Before we begin tonight's ceremony, I would like to take a moment to recognize some special guests. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Our Director of Millington Municipal Schools, Mr. James Bo Griffin. Deputy Director of Millington Municipal Schools, Mr. Mark Neal. Our Millington Municipal School Board members, Mr. Cody Childress, Miss Debbie Clifton, Dr. Mandy Compton, Mrs. Teresa Cook, Mr. Chris Denson, Mrs. Barbara Gray, and Mrs. Barbara Halliburton. Representing the City of Millington, Mayor Larry Dagan. City Manager Frankie Dakin. Representing Millington Primary School, Mrs. Natasha Perkins. I would like to thank MMS Supervisor of Operations, Mr. Phil LeBlanc, the district's plant managers, MMS Director of Technology, Ryan Lancaster, and the technology team for working to make tonight a success. Thank you. Next, I would like to recognize Mrs. Cherie Timberlake. She is an outstanding social studies teacher here at Millington Central. She will read the names of tonight's graduates. Last, but certainly not least, I would like to recognize two special groups of educators. Without them, tonight would not be possible. This group spent a tremendous amount of energy, time, and love in making sure tonight is special for the graduating class. At this time, I would like the faculty of Millington Central Middle High School to stand and be recognized. The second group is the hardest working admin team around, the Millington Central Administration Team. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Vice Principal, Mrs. Janet Pyland. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Sharon Harris. Assistant Principal, Mr. Hank Hawkins. And Assistant Principal, Mr. Travis Lockhart. And now, Mr. Hank Hawkins will introduce the class of 2026 Salutatorian.
It is my honor and privilege to introduce the Millington Central High School's class of 2026 Salutatorian, Miss Morgan Burns. Morgan is the daughter of Mr. Patrick Burns. Morgan has excelled in and outside the classroom throughout her high school career. She was a volleyball player, and for 4 years, she played on our award-winning volleyball team. This year, she was chosen team captain. Morgan is a member of the Beta Club, the National Technical Honor Society, and a member of HOSA. She recently earned her Certified Clinical Medical Assistant certification. This microphone is tough. Morgan plans to attend the University of Memphis in the fall and earn her degree in nursing. Morgan, I'm sorry, but let me introduce you all to our 2026 Salutatorian, Miss Morgan Burns.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the class of 26, I would like to thank everyone for being here. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Morgan Burns, and I'm the class of 2026 Salutatorian. It is a huge blessing to be up on this stage, so we should all take a second to thank God for this opportunity. High school has brought many memories, good and bad, but this year was sure a year to remember. I want to start by congratulating my classmates. We have worked hard to get here and should all be proud of our accomplishments. We pushed through when times were tough and persevered through obstacles of high school. Firstly, I'd like to thank Ms. Chipman. I only met her 3 years ago, but nevertheless, she has been a big part of my life. She was always there for me, whether I was harassing her about my personal problems or simply asking about an assignment. Thank you for always being there and believing in me. I'd also like to thank my father. Even though it annoyed me how many times he checked my grades, he always pushed me to be my best. But I would like to note that he won't get the login to check my grades in college. And finally, I'd like to acknowledge Emily McKell. I was almost the smartest graduate here, so I'd like to congratulate her for being smarter than everyone, and I'd like to thank her for forcing me to be my best. All those times in study hall when she forced me to do my math work early rather than at 10 p.m. truly set me up for success. While writing this speech, I was having a hard time coming up with something to say. The guidelines told me to use storytelling and reflect on the past, but suddenly I couldn't come up with any memories from high school. The only thing that came to mind was how exhausted I felt from doing all this work. After reflecting on it for days, I realized high school is simply not that serious. So nothing came to mind. Whether it comes to grades or doing all the typical senior things, many students take their high school experience too seriously and forget to live in the moment. Throughout high school, I gave a lot of attention to my GPA, and while I'm proud of my hard work, I really didn't have much fun because I didn't live in the moment. I was always thinking I should have done this sooner, or I wish I scored better. All in all, high school does not define you. In the words of Queen Elsa, the past is in the past, let it go. We all have our future ahead of us. This is only a tiny part of our life. So as we start a new chapter, this is my advice to not only my fellow graduates, but everyone here. Don't focus on the past when you have so much potential for the future. As we leave the football field today, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself for your accomplishments, but don't forget to plan for the future. Congratulations to Millington Class of 26.
And now, Ms. Janet Pyland will introduce the class of 2026 valedictorian.
Ladies and gentlemen, faculty, family, and friends, it is my honor to introduce the valedictorian of the Millington Central High School class of 2026. A true Millington local, Emily McHale has proudly spent her entire 13-year academic journey within the Millington school system. From her early days at E.A. Harold to her time at Millington Middle, she is now finishing her path as a standout student at MCHS. Emily is the daughter of Scott and Lisa McKell and the sister of Cody. Emily is a quiet leader on campus. She has distinguished herself as a true scholar, always focusing diligently to maintain her academic focus. Emily has taken 13 dual AP or CLEP classes while in high school. She has been 100% focused on what she needed to do to excel. While in high school, Emily was a member of the golf team. Additionally, she was an active member in the National Honor Society, the Beta Club, and HOSA. She held the office of Vice President in the Beta Club. She is also a member of the 30 Plus Club, which is the club for students who have obtained either a 30 composite on the ACT or a 30 in one of the tests that make up the ACT. This fall, Emily will enter the University of Memphis, where she plans to pursue a degree in nursing. Please join me in welcoming our 2026 valedictorian, Miss Emily McKell.
Good evening, everybody. For those of you who do not already know, my name is Emily McKell, and I'm your class of 2026 valedictorian. It truly is such an honor to speak before you all tonight and to celebrate this remarkable achievement we've been working towards the past 12 years of our lives. First, I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of the most influential people in my life. To my mom and dad, thank you for showing up and supporting me throughout the years, and also listening to my constant complaints of how badly I wanted to drop out of school. In all seriousness, this achievement is not just a reflection of my hard work, but also the hard work and sacrifice my parents made to give me the life I have today. I'd also like to take a moment to thank my older brother Cody, who, by the way, I ranked higher than, for setting up one of the easiest high school experiences for me. I can't remember a single first day of school where at least 2 teachers were in absolute awe that I was your little sister. These 3 people have been my entire support system all 18 years of my life, and I wouldn't be here without any of them. To all the other family and friends who came out to support me tonight, thank you. You being here truly means the world to me. And I'd also like to give one last thank you to all the faculty, teachers, and other staff that have worked tirelessly and endlessly over the past 4 years to ensure we made it to this very field tonight. They say success is about being the best person in the room, but I've learned that real growth happens when you're not. One of the greatest lessons I've come across over the years is the importance of surrounding yourself with people who challenge you, people who are smarter, kinder, more disciplined, and more driven than you are. And at first that may seem intimidating. It is easy to compare yourself to others and wonder if you measure up. But being around people who push you to do better is one of the best ways to come better to yourself. When you surround yourself with people who strive for excellence, their habits influence you, their work ethic motivates you, and their determination reminds you that you are capable of more than you thought. The people around us shape our standards, our mindset, and our future. If we're always trying to be the best person in the room, we stop growing. Looking around at my fellow classmates, I know this to be true. I have been surrounded by talented, hardworking, and determined people who have challenged me more to work harder and try my best. Every achievement we celebrate today was shaped by not just an individual effort, but by the influence of the people around us, our classmates, teachers, friends, and families. None of us got here alone. We grew because of the people who encouraged us, who challenged us, and who refused to let us settle for less than our best. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, we will all have choices to make about where we want to go, what we want to do, and who we will allow to enter our lives. So my advice to you all is to choose to be around people who inspire you, people who challenge you, and people who bring out the best in you. And as you seek out those people, strive to be that person for someone else. So let us choose wisely, choose growth over comfort, challenge over ease, and inspiration over comparison. With that being said, I'd like to leave you all with a quote I've applied to my entire life for maybe you to apply to your own life. That is, in the famous words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last.
And now I would like to welcome Ms. Sharon Harris to recognize some outstanding senior groups.
Good evening. Tonight we are honored to recognize several outstanding accomplishments of the class of 2026. We began by celebrating those who have earned an honors diploma. These students have completed 12 units of advanced academic coursework during their high school career. Students wearing a gold cord, please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you. Please be seated. Next, we proudly recognize those who have committed themselves to serving our country. If you have enlisted in any branch of the United States military, please stand. Additionally, members of the class of 2026 whose parents are actively serving in the military, please stand as well. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. You may be seated. We would also like to highlight the recipients of the Hope Scholarship. These students have earned a GPA of 3.0 or higher, or scored a 21 or higher on the ACT. If you are a Hope Scholarship recipient, please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. Finally, we would love to recognize all students who have been awarded academic or athletic scholarships. Please stand so we may celebrate your achievements. Thank you. You may be seated. It is with great pride that we share that the class of 2026 has earned $11.7 million in scholarship awards. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Please give them another round of applause.
Class of 2026, today is a day of celebration, reflection, and pride. Pride in your accomplishments, pride in your growth, and pride in the journey that has brought you here tonight. Standing here, looking out at you in your caps and gowns, I'm reminded of just how far you've come. There's a phrase that I would like to offer you tonight, one that I hope you will carry beyond this ceremony, and that is, you are right where you should be. Now, I know that may sound surprising. Many of you know exactly what you will do tomorrow. Others may feel uncertain, nervous, or even behind. You may be heading to college, to the military, to the workforce for a gap year, or still trying to figure things out. You may already have a detailed plan or somewhat of a plan, and that's okay. Because life is not a straight line, and success is not a single timeline. Some of you found your passion early. Others are still searching. Some of you faced challenges that most will never know about. Loss, anxiety, self-doubt, financial stress. But look at you now. You're here, still standing, still moving forward. And that matters. Too often, we compare our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. We measure ourselves against expectations, against social media, against an imagined version of where we should be. But life does not run on a universal schedule. There is no deadline for becoming who you are meant to be. What matters is not how fast you go, but that you keep going. Over the years, we've watched you learn algebra, history, math, and geometry. But more importantly, we've watched you learn resiliency. We've watched you adapt, fail, try again, and grow. You've learned how to show up when things were hard, how to support one another, how to ask for help, and how to offer it. Those lessons will carry you farther in life than any test score ever will. As you leave this place, you will encounter many moments of uncertainty. You will change your mind, you will take wrong turns, and you will feel lost at times. When that happens, remember this moment. Remember that growth often feels uncomfortable. Remember that not having all of the answers doesn't mean you're wrong, it just means you're learning. There may be times in your lives where you feel you have been buried, but looking back, you will realize you've actually been planted right where you should be. Trust that the skills, values, and character you've built here will guide you forward. And remember this, your worth is not defined by a title, a paycheck, a major, or a timeline. Your worth is defined by how you treat others, how you face challenges, and how you continue to grow. Class of 2026, today you leave this chapter behind, but you do not leave empty-handed. You leave with knowledge, memories, friendships, and with the confidence that you have already accomplished more than you realize. Wherever you go next, go with curiosity, go with courage, and go with kindness. And when you doubt yourself, as we so often do, remember, you are not behind, you are not late, you are right where you should be. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for sitting patiently. And now it's time for why we all came here, the awarding of the diplomas. As we celebrate the achievement of our graduates, I ask for your cooperation. We know how excited you are, and we share in your excitement. The Millington Central faculty and staff have spent countless hours to make sure tonight is special for every graduate. I ask that as we call names, please limit your applause. We appreciate your cooperation and respect for all of our students graduating tonight. Thank you.
Emily Brooke McHale. Morgan Elizabeth Burns. Tamia Renee Duckworth. Caleb Jaden Groom. Riley Kate Washburn. Marissa Morgan Briggs. Oscar Rostro Gallego. Sonoma Gray Charlin. Zanaya Latree Bolton. Jocelyn Montez. Cheyenne May Apsher. Kiana Lynn Atkins. Daryl Linnell Allen. Ricardo Reyes Alamo. Micaiah Jacabria Austin. Dylan Austin Avanzi. Eliseo Kivini Barbosa. Jace Erasmo Berry. Caden Michael Bates. Eric D'Angelo Bell. Orion Cheyenne Blackman. Aiden Bishop William Basanko. Madeline Lucille Patricia Boyd. Natalie Maylin Branch. Alegria Corazon Bristol. Mackay Michael Brooks. Charles Martrell Brown Jr. Brianna Catalina Burke. Caviante Cornelius Burke. Cameron Houston Calhoun. Trinity Isabella Grace Carroll. Luis Gabriel Castillo Morales. Tlaloc Castro Malagnan. Raven Marie Caden. Carmen Charleston. Cameron, thank you. Cameron Charleston. Liliana Grace Connell. Juliana Cook. Callie Alexis Davis. Kimberly Regina Davis. Michaela Davis. Peyton James Davis. Addison Nicole Dixon. Orlando Lynn Diggs. Ayanla Julianne Zenkai Drain. Lacey Elizabeth Drenning. Jaden Marie Dunn. Andrew Jonathan Dupree. Tayshawn Lakovic Dye. Mohammed El Durrani. David Alexander Eskew. Terrence Lavelle Fain. Sanaya Renee Field. Isabel Marie Flowers. Brianna Lachey Fawcett. Dennis Michael Fournier. Lelia Alice Frisquillo. Stephen Daniel Galindo. Christian Garcia. Sydney Garl. Jemiah Michelle Garner. Isaac Gregory Goff. Kiara Cherise G. Tanner Luke Gibson. Emily Taylor Golightly. Jimmy J. Goodwin. Matthew Dale Grant. Kanaya Natalia Green. Serenity Lee Green. Willie Leroyce Green Jr. Charlotte Marie Griffin. Carrion A. Gross. Rodney Terrell Good Jr. Azul Daheli Acuna Aguinaga. Franklin James Hatcher. Rihanna Nicole Hawkins. Sydney Nicole Hawkins. Jordarian Aubrey Hickerson. Aiden Terrell Hill. William Asher Hill. Jacob Andrew Hilliard. Tanaya Holloway. Andrew Hopper II. Stephen Kyle Hutchison Jr. Adriana Paris Jenkins. Brandon Lee Johnson. Jamari Jerome Jones. Nyla Rufina Jones. Jazaria Candasia Joy. Metron De La Salle Keaton Jr. Damian Latrell King. Alexander Thomas La Rochelle Meeks. Colton Craig Ledbetter. Well, I got two. Aiden Michael Lean. Zamaria Lewis. Zariah Lewis. Josiah Alexander Long. Madeline Elizabeth Liu. Jatoria Janae Lyles. Hannah Marlene Mabry. Jalen Maurice Mack. Connor Neil Martin. Elizabeth Martinez del Villar. Piper Lynn Martin. Sade Nazare Martin. Jeremiah King Matthews. Emily Elizabeth McCrae. Ryan Christopher McCulley. Daryl Reuben McDonald. Chandler Thomas McGee. Janelle Elise McWhorter. Autumn Renee Metters. Cheyenne Marie Nicole Miller. Callie Elena Mitchell. Tyler Brock Morgan. Osil Nahera. Jason Japhet Navaluna. Jamal Newsom Jr. Brennan Allen Nolan. Helena Rebecca Michelle Novoa. Charles Jackson Pack. Scarlett Olivia Page. Cooper Braden Pam. Destiny Arnisha Parker. Blake Lynn Peel. Carla Ulisa Peralta. Mariano Perez. Margot Lilu Parashan. Treasure Polk. Austin Blake Porter. Brian Portillo. Skylar Malia Pruitt. Tierra Monique Pryor. Emily Christina Ramirez. Jocelyn Del Carmen Rincon Ramirez. Ryan Carlton Ritter. Brianna Kaylin Rivera. Jeffrey Lamont Robertson. Raina Kimberly Robinson. Abigail Rodriguez. Valeria Rodriguez. Reagan Love Roebuck. Adamares Roman Castellano. Romeo Giovanni Roman Rodriguez. Melanie Rosil. Jonathan Sanchez del Agua. Charmaine A. Sawyer. Eleanor Alexandra Rose Shafter. Hayden Taylor Sherman. Alyssa Cheyenne Sherrill. Kendrick Cortavian Simmons. Alyssa Jane Cisneros. LaShonda Lachey Small. Brianna Elise Smith. Dariah Marie Smith. London Lene Smith. Devin Joseph Lee Smock. Lathan Marin Strong. Andre Demond Taylor. Torian Maurice Thomas. Austin Hunter Thornton. Alexander Torres Garza. Andy Torres Garza. Aiden Neal Towns. Nolan Lyle Towns. Elijah Daniel Tubbs. Tamar Ayana Tuggle. Jackson Avery Turner. Joseph Daniel Turner. Andre Montreal Tyler Jr. Daphne Ishel Vasquez. Melissa Nicole Velazquez Morena. Furman Alessandro Villa. Jamaya Walden. David Rodney Wampler III. Emma Kate Washington. Jordan Connor Westcott. Allie Brooke Westmoreland. Elijah Michael Whitby. Alexis Ann Wicks. Anthony Cordero Wiggins Jr. Adelaide Rose Williams. Alexis Jane Williamson. Travius Fontaine Williams. Micaiah Nicole Wilson. Nicholas Dwayne Wilson. Michaela Reese Wilston. Diamond Latrice Yates. Jemiah Lynn Yates. Kirsten Elise Young. Isabella Lynn Zendejas. Brittany Catherine Zuleta Aria.
Thank you. I now know the senior prank. If anyone would like a baby Jesus, see me after the award ceremony. Board of Education and Director Griffin, Millington Central High School has 197 students who meet the graduation requirements set forth by Millington Municipal Schools and the state of Tennessee. Class of 2026, it is customary that at this time you move your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. This change is symbolic of the change in your status as you complete the move from childhood to adulthood. Congratulations. We love you. We wish you nothing but the best. Class of 2026, you are dismissed.